Language may not be suitable for young audiences. Parental guidance is advised. Hi, this is Mekhaela, and welcome to my story. Let me kick off this chapter with an unsent email for Miles, dated April 2009. I could not remember if I was able to send it or just left it in the draft folder on my old personal email. As always, let me take this opportunity to thank Anchor for making my whole podcast experience easy and pleasant. Don't forget to drop a message or two on our Facebook page, Mekhaela on Podcast. I repeat, Mekhaela on Podcast. We'd love to hear from all of you. Episode 1. Bottle Never Breaks. That I Promise. April 24th, 2009. It's been an emotional week for both of us. I know it's quite difficult to place ourselves on the map. However, I've learned to embrace this relationship as we go along. This email is not an act of ending this beautiful setup, but rather to encourage you in a way that I can. Let me first acknowledge the fact that your presence and your love has given me enough strength to stay until such time you or I want to end it. So far, I don't want to put a dot on this. I hate to let go, especially that you've been a part of me for the last few months. Here's the thing. I want to keep this. I want to stay. I want to be with you, even though this has been a difficult setup ever. I want you to know how lucky I am to have found such an amazing guy that sees beyond the physical me. It has never been a burden to find ways just to see you and be with you even for a few hours. Every second with you is very precious to me. The SMSs, phone calls, messages online that have been stored and read over and over again. Until now, I never get tired of saying how thankful I am that you have become a part of my life. I love you. Words are not enough to explain why I feel such intense longing to talk to you, even over the phone. Hearing your voice alone brings forth joy for the rest of the day. You've been so nice and loving all throughout, and the fact that you've not soured means a lot to me. I know you might find this kind of mushy and not so Mekhaela-like, but believe me, I seldom express my feelings towards a person. You've brought out the best in me, and you make me feel that I'm the most important being that lives on this planet. You've been great in all aspects. I love you very much. Too bad I was too late in keeping you forever. But still, I have no regrets knowing you, even if it was too late. I would like to thank you for the love, emotional support, the humor, and the fun memories. Every time we meet, every piece of memory stick to my mind. I can no longer remove. It's not just a few chapters, but rather a book that contains every bit of you. I really appreciate the fact that you're there for me even if you're miles away. I'm so grateful knowing a person like you. I can promise you one thing. I'm here. I won't fade. I won't be invisible. It's always a promise that I will keep until such time that you'll need to break free. I won't let go. Hope you do the same. As long as you need me, I'm still here. I am your ear, punching bag, emotional support. You name it, I can be all of these. Always remember that a person like you is difficult to let go, especially that you've been a part of me already. I'm so attached to you, and you know it. And I know it's impossible for a person like me to be emotionally clingy, but believe me, I can't really explain why. Don't worry, I know my place. You know me. I want us to be peaceful and low profile as much as possible. I keep you away in public because I don't want us to be separated. That's how much I value this setup. I know I can't complain, but it has never been an issue since the beginning of the agreement. Rest assured that I still follow the guidelines and never mess it up. At the time we were talking and I cried, I did not mean that I'm ending it. I'm just trying to let a tear fall from my eye to signify that I wasn't joking when I say I love you because that's true. I gripped my bag tighter because I know I can hold you tight. My eyes tell you I'm bothered by the changes that will happen in the next couple of weeks. I know it's going to be difficult, but I can assure you, still, that I will find ways to maximize the free hours and days that I have. This is not the end, but rather a start of a more challenging relationship. I hope you'll stay tough and unbreakable. I love you, and I won't get tired of sending that message across to you. I'm happy because you finally are here.
Let me share this with you all. Anchor is a hosting platform that is easy to use and offers a lot at no cost. I use Anchor for my podcast. So far, it's been fun. With their unlimited hosting and easy to navigate tools, it's simple to start recording your show. And you can download the app for free. With Anchor, it's one step closer to having your very own show. Anchor, sign up now.
Miles and I were seeing each other for months, and during that time, I already sensed that we won't last. However, since I was deeply attached to the person who had given so much importance of my existence, I swallowed my pride and tried to hold on even though I knew back then that eventually one of us will give up. Nobody had made me felt so important like he did. Not even my family, or so I thought. When the whole world turned its back on me, he picked me up. Or did he really felt the same? Was I important to him or was he just leading me on? I know I can't take much responsibility. I was so scared to gamble on another relationship, that's why we had to keep it from the public. Too much has happened in my previous relationships after my marriage has ended. Too traumatic, too publicized. So we had to keep it down low. And that's fine with me since I wanted to maintain everything in private. I was committed to sacrifice even my sleep just to spend some quality time with him. I invested too much for Miles to the point of traveling hours just to see him, even if traffic was too freakingly heavy the moment I go back home. I commute to and from his city. I slept a bit in the bus and reached home so exhausted that sometimes I just dropped in my bed with an empty stomach. My weight changed from being slender to ridiculously stick-figured. I became a walking zombie, but because I loved the guy, I disregarded my health just to have a few hours of moments with him. I knew back then that if I stuck with him, I'd be left with so many questions. Would I be happy? Would this happiness last? Would he fight for me? These questions will soon be answered as we go along. And let's start by taking one step at a time. Next Monday. That ends this week's entry. Be sure to tune in every Monday for new episodes. Mekhaela is produced by me, with Jabs for the sound and Monique for the artwork. Join me again next week, only here on Mekhaela.